What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Mig here. It's been, what, 5, 6 months already? Man, I really wasn't even planning on making this video, but I thought it'd be cool just to make it and just say what comes to mind and just go from there. So these past like 5, 6 months, I've had a lot of time to think and reflect about my life, where I'm heading, the things that are going to be going on. But to be honest, I've got, I guess, a renewed sense of self, so to speak, in the sense that before the self-deprecating talk I had, my like daily habits and everything else was just completely out of place. So it was a nice like break to just sit there and just step back. I was even off social media for a little bit because, I didn't trust myself with it. I got to the point to where I kept logging on there and just comparing my life to other people's. And I feel like people fall into the trap a lot, like they keep scrolling through their phone or there's this one singer that I like to listen to. Her name's Jessica Bio, and then she has this one song, and then one of the lyrics goes, "Someone take away my phone. I spend way too long on the internet, and it always finds a way to take control." And then I was like, "Oh shoot," and that's really true because to be honest, like. I feel that if people don't mentally prepare themselves, or in the grand scheme of things, like I feel like this is where parents especially have to really take initiative, step in, and really mentally prepare their kids, because their kids are going to get to the age, 12, 13, 14, and so on, to where they're going to be wanting phones. They're going to be on their phones, texting, on playing games, and then on to social media, YouTube, and like they just gotta prepare their kids to be mentally strong, and then really take seriously what has happened since social media has arisen. Like social media, man, it could really mess with your head. Like there's so many people, like there's people in the world that are vicious, they're cruel, they're mean, they're like, oh, there's a list goes on with all the names of them. But to be honest, what ended up happening is that with me at least, like I would just get on there and I wouldn't use it appropriately. It was absorbing my life. It was absorbing my mental health, my well-being, and everything. And just woke up just hating life because I was like, man, like, I see all my favorite YouTubers and how happy they look, or other people's lives and how happy they look. Little did I know that all I had to do was step back and to just realize that um, not everything is as it seems. People only post the highlights of their life. It's kind of like whenever I would post, it made me think back to when I would post, and I would just post the highlights of my life, and sometimes I would see what people would slide up and be like, "Oh, like that looks like fun," or this and that, or just generally say stuff like that. But little did they know that I was dying on the inside. Yeah, like, oh man, like it's crazy how much people could put up a front, behind a camera, and then portray their life as something that it isn't, when in actuality they're just dying. Like my thing was like, my self-talk was just so self-deprecating, and I would just tell myself things that I don't think anyone should tell themselves. Like I feel like I got caught in like a whirlwind, and then just like you know because when I was a bit younger, before I had and I had to seek therapy for it. Like I was like some personal stuff going on in my life that was getting too much, and then I was even suicidal. But I'd say social media, especially back then, played a factor into it, because my school life wasn't good, as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, and how I was bullied, and then like just feeling so alone in my own world. Like that's why I think it's so important for each person to have at least someone that they could confide in, because like I wish that I had that when I was like a little bit younger, the proper person to give me the proper guidance. But I'm not complaining that I'm getting it now. it's one of those things that's very tricky. And, you want to always be careful. You want to always be wary. You want to always make sure that you're doing what you got to do each and every single day, because you want to always improve yourself. You want to always improve your character. You want to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. There was a point in my life to where I just didn't care how I treated another person. I didn't care. Um, I was just completely careless, until one day, something happened. I hit rock bottom and I started making the turning point. And although I'm glad of and I'm proud of myself for all the achievements I've made so far in changing and bettering myself as a person, I still feel that I got a lot more to do, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I get to where I want to be. It all comes with practicing uh your habits, and the way you sorry, like just your habits and just things like that are a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself. So, like, you gotta know what is self-love and what's self-abuse, like treating yourself with respect, like getting up and then feeding yourself positive affirmations, like limit your use of profanity, and just improving any and all areas in your life every single day. It doesn't matter how well put together you think you are, you can always be 1% better each and every single day. It could even when you are like on social media and stuff, like right now behind the camera, like, right now, like, my mind could be going a million miles an hour trying to think of what to say, but, I'm out here and I'm giving it all I got, and I'm gonna look at this, I'm gonna review this, and I'm gonna see where I can improve. And then from here, like, things will just get better, like, people could well, you're gonna get judged by the people no matter what you do. So if I sit here and then try to act like, oh man, like, what are these people gonna think of me? Like, are they gonna think that I'm some bum? Well, people will think of that anyways, whether or not what they're saying is true. But, at the end of the day, no one's got you like you got you. Like, it's time that we crucify our old self and just put on a new self. Your past is not a prophecy of your future, and you're doing something right when your haters in your life have to dig to your past and bring something up like that and use that against you, but they can't use something against you in your present moment. I know people all around the world deal with that. Like, I used to think I was the only one, but then when I really put things into perspective, I saw that I wasn't the only one. So I went and I ran with it, and then you got people telling you like that, oh, like, I feel like you act all godly and holy, but behind closed doors you're still the same person. I find that amusing, like, it's crazy how you could do something and then just be going about your day, and then someone just randomly says that to you, and it's just like, you're doing something right. So hey, like, if you're striving and being the best you can be, and then you got positive people cheering you on, I'm happy for you. If you have haters, I'm happy for you too, because it shows you're doing something right. The fact that they feel that they need to bring you down just to make themselves feel better, that says a lot about who they are as a person. And you don't even got to worry about those people, because you reap what you sow, and everything has a way of coming back to you. And all those who have wronged you, don't worry, God's got your back, and you got this. I believe in you. I got much love and appreciation for you. And any questions, whatever it may be, just leave it down in the comments if you see this. And if not, then I hope you guys are all doing so well. And we'll see when my next update is. Peace.